Hello everyone, I'm Raven from Raven Comics, and in today's video, we'll explore the most powerful version of Superman. These events take place after issue number 2 of Final Crisis. Don't expect to fully understand the story, because like the rest of this crisis, it's complicated. Previously, Clayface was sent by Lex Luthor to impersonate Jimmy Olsen. This way, he planted a bomb in the Daily Planet building, leaving Lois Lane in critical condition. The purpose of this was to incapacitate Superman, so the secret society of supervillains could carry out their plans. Lois was in a terrible state, on the verge of death. The only way Lois could stay alive was for Superman to use his heat vision to keep her heart beating. We begin with Superman, who is at the hospital with Lois Lane. The Man of Steel promises her that he will do anything to help her. Suddenly, he is interrupted by Zillow Vala, a monitor who belongs to the race of monitors. She tells Clark Kent that she knows a secret. He is Superman, and she's here because she needs his help. Clark doesn't understand what's happening. For a moment, it seems like Lois has stopped breathing, but it's time itself that has stopped. Lois is trapped mid-inhalation. Her life has been frozen abruptly, and outside, 400 million raindrops hang in perfect suspension. The very fabric of existence hums like a wine glass. Superman tells Zillow that he won't go with her. He will stay here. His wife is dying. His infrared massage is all that's keeping her heart alive after the shrapnel was removed. Not even the purple ray technology can help. Zillow tells him she knows everything about him and now offers him a chance to save her. But he must leave this world before it's too late. In the final moments of a civilization's catastrophic decay, she undertook her desperate mission. She has been recruiting the greatest champions of the multiverse because if her world dies, all existence dies with it. This offer only comes once in eternity. Superman must help save the cosmos, and if he does, she will reward him with the universal medicine, the secret substance of life itself. Superman realizes she's telling the truth. The question is, how will he do all this? What kind of power will he need? Zillow explains that she invented this chrono-paralyzer to freeze time here in Universe Zero. When it unfreezes, Lois's heart will beat one more time, and without his help, it will stop. Luckily, time operates differently beyond the walls of this world, so she can ensure they will return before that happens. They must leave now. The Destroyer, the Echo of Midnight, has found them. Superman is determined to help. As they move through the corridors, Superman asks what's happening to the light. What is that strange gloom? Zillow explains that it's a shadow cast into this universe from outside, and their transport is on its way. Superman asks how he can save Lois. There is a substance the monitors call ultraminstrum, but in other places, it is known as the bleed. Just as crystals grow in a solution, these planetary systems of the 52 universes arose within the bleed. Possessing even a single drop of the bleed would grant ultimate power. The bleed can heal or destroy, although it cannot yet be touched, held, or bottled. However, the monitors can manage it. They travel through the bleed storms between universes. But Superman must upgrade to 4D vision to truly grasp what he is experiencing. Superman doesn't understand what she means by 4D vision. Zillow explains that within his upper optical range, his capacity to see in 4D perspective will likely develop when necessary, as it did with the others. Something is wrong. They must raise the anchors. The others she refers to are the Supermen from the other Earths. It seems they're under attack. Superman searches for the source of the attack that came out of nowhere. His X-ray vision doesn't work. It's time for his vision to upgrade to 4D. Now Superman can use this vision. What he sees is incredible. They're passing through the arteries of the universes from Earth 13 to Earth 6. He hears the murmuring of the man with chrome skin. The immense being with deadly eyes chasing them begins to cry and creak. Something is trying to kill the Destroyer. The Echo of Midnight focuses his vision on the edge of that hour. And there he is, using whatever he can find as a weapon. A tool of destruction, that is Ultraman. They must continue their search for the others, diving from universe to universe. Things are spiraling out of control. The ship is completely out of sync. On Earth 20, Superman can smell cigar smoke, the press, and cotton candy. Millions of human lives are in his hands. Now Earth 17 rolls beneath him, burned by radioactivity and hope he cannot hold any longer. This is Earth 51, the cemetery universe. He certainly doesn't want to know what happened in this place. Ultraman, in an annoyed tone, asks Captain Atom why they are here and what he's been doing while they risk their lives. Superman of Earth foretells him he's merging with integrated AI. Superman asks for calm. They've been recruited from different frequencies. When they return home, they will experience world-ending crises. But for now, they must work together. There's a reason they've been brought here. As they argue, Zillow tells Overman that the spark powering this ship is his heart. Now that it's failing, they are adrift, and there's only one way to recharge the damaged engine. Ultraman realizes she hasn't promised everyone the same ending. Thus, Zillow is manipulating them for her own purposes, though Superman cannot see it. Additionally, Ultraman had vowed long ago to get even, so Superman needs to watch his back. Superman asks him to calm down. If they so much as touch, the explosion will annihilate them both. Ultraman warns Shazam too. One day, he will find his way to his world to finish him off. Having so many of the same people around is complicated. Everyone has their own agenda. Ultraman comes from a corrupt Earth. Captain Marvel from Earth 5 is from a simpler and kinder universe where the Marvel family has a home. Overman of Earth 10 is burdened with guilt because, on his Earth, the Nazis won World War II. Captain Atom is the quantum Superman of Earth for a universe where the laws of physics are different. They are as lost as anyone could be, drifting toward the shores of oblivion. The last thing anyone would expect is a welcoming committee. In a creak and a bright voice, someone announces, "My name is Merriman, King of Limbo." Once a superhero, that's what he says, until the world forgot him, and he ended up nowhere. Is this the place we go to when we're dead? Merriman explains the rules of this world. The king and his subjects share the same miserable fate. Therefore, his title holds no value. There are no heroes and nothing ever happens. Overman and Shazam start losing some of their memories. Superman tells them it's because they've been in limbo for too long. As a result, they will begin to forget everything. Merriman tells them it's worse than that. Soon, they will disappear from everyone else's memories too. Superman knows there must be a way out. He's not about to let his wife down. Superman asks what's in front of him. Merriman explains that it's the Limbo Library. There isn't much to see, but it is said to contain a book no one can read. Superman and Shazam examine the book. They are unable to read it, though they know the ship's computer has infinite memory, meaning it can read every page. The book contains an infinite number of pages. If anyone can help Superman lift it, it's Shazam. Suddenly, a voice begins to speak. In the beginning, there was only one monitor. Then, a flaw was found in the heart of the monitor's perfection. The monitor created a concept to contain the flaw. The monitor's analysis revealed terrifyingly unforeseen complexities and contradictions. Magnification exposed an infinitesimal ripple distribution structure, upon whose intricate surface processes like germs thrived and multiplied. Shazam cannot withstand this knowledge. The concept of the monitor is too immense to comprehend. Superman realizes they are reading the primal origin story of the race of monitors. The book continues. The monitor launched a probe designed to merge with its surroundings. Within the effect, a chaotic foam of events, lives, deaths, heroes, villains, lovers, and stories emerged. Unprecedented even for the concept of history. Unaware of the damage that history could inflict on an immense consciousness without boundaries or definition, the monitor found itself defenseless, blinded, split in two. The flaw was sealed, forming a scab with divine metals, secured until all that remained of that ill-fated first contact was a massive, strange shape. The mystery of the monitor, the tormented silent sentinel, infected its immaculate intelligence with questions and narrative speculations. The legend took root, becoming history. It spread uncontrollably like a contagion, evolving into the story of the once mighty race of hypergods the direct descendants of the first Monitor. This final crisis is the last desperate attempt to save creation itself from boundless greed and aversion. The Monitors created a machine to defend themselves against some ultimate enemy. Dax Novu was the firstborn of the Monitor. Nova fought the Angel of Contamination, who brought knowledge and the wealth of blood, sacrificing her life to chain the beast in darkness. She knew that the day of the Holocaust would come again. Deep within the tomb of Mandrake, there is a restless stir. The plate hole of the first devourer of life senses its freedom. The reading is interrupted by a massive lightning bolt, and Shazam transforms back into Billy. Merriman says this wasn't supposed to happen. No species should see beyond the horizon. Superman asks Billy to stand up and say the magic word, but Billy cannot remember anything, not even his true name. Superman wants to learn more, so he plans to return for the book after ensuring Billy is safe. Merriman is worried. Now that they know these secrets, the first thing they, referring to someone else, will do is kill him, labeling him useless. Superman assures him not to worry. If they can save him, they will. For now, the priority is having Captain Allen check on Billy to heal him. Superman approaches Zillow and asks who sent the destroyer to attack him. He also inquires about Mandrake. Zillow asks if he saw the name in the book. To Superman's surprise, Zillow is attacking Overman. She tells Overman that he promised her anything to find his cousin. So, she took the lifeblood from him to save everyone. As for Mandrake, Zillow says she tried very hard to make a good ending. But the Dark Monitor has emerged. Mandrake has awakened. Everything is lost. He has found them. Captain Allen speaks to Superman, warning that the sky has shattered. Outside, Ultraman appears, declaring that he has proof in the book. Evil will triumph, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. Evil always wins in the end. Ultraman says that where he comes from, the only god they know is Mammon, lord of greed, wealth, and property. They value material well-being above all else. He has seen the book's final chapter and discovered something greater than himself. There is a god who hates them all, one building a bridge from the vortex to the multiverse, crawling out of the darkness to feed. The book reveals that this god's name is Mandrake, and all life must kneel before Mandrake to die. Superman takes those words as a challenge. As he speaks, the slow invasion of reality begins. Machines larger than cities arrive from the vortex and anchor themselves in the trash heap of Limbo. Merriman mentions that they were forgotten, abandoned in a cosmic junkyard, and now they have to steal their trash. Limbo refuses, claiming that no one will take their belongings. On the ship, Zillow is aware of Mandrake, which means the circle of monitors has fallen. The 52 universes are defenseless. Billy wakes up and asks what's happening. Overman tells him to stay away, claiming she's a vampire who must be killed. Billy refuses to take orders from a Nazi. Overman explains that his rocket landed in a Sudetenland field, and German scientists used the information to win the war. He and his kind inherited a utopia built on human suffering. He left his world in crisis to find his lost cousin and cannot allow this monster to cause further harm. To Billy, every monster has a story, including her. While she doesn't seem human, she's like a sprite or artificial intelligence. The ship used her blood to repair itself, which is why she's connected to the vessel. Although Billy isn't a superhero like Captain Marvel, he's always been a bit mature for his age. He works as a reporter for Wiz Media and smells a story. Zillow tells him he's clever, and the germs are indeed worthy of his attention. That's why she chose him. He's very smart. Billy says he'll help as much as he can, but after being struck by the book, he lost his powers and now his memories. At the moment, he can't say the magic word. Zillow asks him not to be afraid. She hears the great echo of his heart. He just has to repeat after her. Outside, Merriman asks Superman if he will remember him, even if no one else does. Clark promises he will, and so will everyone else. Merriman can be a hero anywhere. Ghost armies clash on the battlefield of Limbo. Superman tells Captain Allen that these people need his help. Allen replies that he's trying to connect to the Monitor's mind, but realizes how small they are, just insignificant beings. How could all this matter so much? The rules of existence are breaking down. The time to face the apocalypse has arrived for everyone. Ultraman plans to take the book and spread his new gospel of a world in flames. Superman tells him he'll have to go through him first, which means their particles of matter and antimatter will mix, annihilating each other. Ultraman replies that they'll then begin the ultimate crime. He's waited so long to crush Superman, and when he does, Lois will throw it in his face when she sees him. Superman calmly responds, "I've heard that before." Before the fight begins, Shazam intervenes, stopping them. "How many times do I have to tell you to play fair, Ultraman?" Superman is pleased to see him again. These people are brave, but won't be able to hold off a large-scale invasion. Shazam reminds him that Zillow brought them together for a reason. When reading the book, they discovered the monitors made a weapon to use against Mandrake. Superman understands and asks Captain Allen to fly with them. Allen says all Superman has to do is let go of boundaries and expectations to make a move. He must allow them to show how quantum superpositions are used definitively. There are 52 worlds in the multiversal superstructure. Superman tells Shazam they must take the Ultima Thule. He will provide the energy needed to return to the multiverse. Shazam must warn everyone that Mandrake is approaching. Meanwhile, Superman will do everything possible to close the wormhole for good. Captain Allen reflects on everything. A thinking robot activated by tremendous energies unleashed during the collision of fundamental opposing qualities. It's all about symmetries. Superman knows that's why he and Ultraman are there. Ultraman declares he came to conquer, and no one can be stronger than him. What could Ultraman know about this? Captain Allen is the ultimate idea of the one who created all beings like Ultraman. Without a doubt, he is beyond their conflict and must return to his world. Before leaving, he asks Superman if he dares to test his understanding of nature. All Superman needs is a refined drop of the Monitor world's bleed. His wife's life depends on it, and with that said, he'll take any chance. Captain Allen explains that in Limbo, there are no material things to be destroyed. Limbo is a living memory. That's why they are here. That's why they all are. The captain grabs Ultraman and Superman, then merges them. Everything sounds like the ringing of a cosmic alarm, a final SOS. From an unnamed direction comes a sound like a breath. The entire continuum trembles as if it's collapsing inward. And there's a presence as if something immense, beyond understanding, could be reached and touched. This is what Limbo looks like from the outside, wherever here is. Scale, space, and time are different now. For Superman, everything feels deeper, more meaningful. The threat to the multiverse is total, the ultimate question. Every past guided by inescapable fate, every step toward imminent destiny. A monitor tells him that Dax Nova's final gift before he was lost was a living armor. The most radiant and greatest invention. A thinking robot capable of instantly adapting to any future threat. A sentinel suit designed for a single purpose, to protect existence from the ultimate enemy. Superman awakens in a body of pure thought. The nothingness, the void, the gone. This is where form and meaning surrender to supreme emptiness. A new monitor arrives to ask him to follow her through the funeral gardens of Yveroth, where she will teach him about some of them. She is Ouija Del, the monitor of Earth-6. As they proceed, Superman encounters the beings he saw in Limbo. Ouija Del tells him the final day has come. The enemy is very near. Superman remarks that faceless beings reside here, beings who remain this way until exposed to the struggle of human life. Superman feels a chill, like history itself growing around him, as he stands at the gates of black steel. A countdown to doom reaches 0, and now he sees it. All creation is a broken failure. Millions of worlds, trillions of lives, everything he has cared about, known, and fought for is being drained and is dying. The monitors trapped Mandrake in the pit, the tomb, the abyss because he revealed his true face. The entire multiverse is prey to celestial parasites, vampiric gods. The ultimate secret of being has been revealed. Now comes the conflict for the final crisis. A massive hidden door creaks open. It's him. The hour has arrived. Night falls on creation. The first pariah suffers among foul shadows of neglect, self-hatred, and fury. Naming both his names, he is Mandrake, who possesses the elixir, which cannot be contained, bottled, or consumed. Only monitors can manage it. All Superman has to do to claim it is take it from him. Superman is inside a self-assembling hyperstory. Mandrake attacks, trying his best to destroy him. The battle is fierce, and the Man of Steel tells all the monitors to take refuge. He will face Mandrake alone. Never before has he felt such perfect certainty. This is his reason for being. His purpose is simple. He must stop him. Superman is attacked. Can he feel it? This is the blood of 52 universes, the heat of 10 billion suns. Mandrake expected to meet him and destroy him in the end. His cosmic armor makes them equals in eternal power. Superman must decide what should be written on his tombstone. Mandrake mocks him, saying he can hear it, so small, so distant. The sound of the space between his current heartbeat and his last. That's the sound of him failing every promise to save her. As Mandrake's destroyers target his universe for sterilization, Superman refuses to give up. Mandrake is the antithesis of life, a fragment of the monitor tainted by the multiverse. He was Dax Novu, the best of them all. Superman uses his heat vision to pierce through Mandrake and retrieve the elixir. He can hear Mandrake's cries as he falls into the great void. The monitor's mind swallows him until he is forgotten. Superman has defeated Mandrake, but one problem remains. He needs the elixir to save his wife. A monitor tells him the elixir is his, but that he can never bring it to his world. Superman is determined to find a way. Mandrake had asked him what words he wanted on his tombstone. He'll leave that decision for now. Superman collapses, his ears ringing. Ultraman and Superman separate as one falls through the multiverse while Superman continues his path. The missiles bombarding reality evolve toward his position on the black shell of the Mandrake destroyer. The Monitor's infinite decimal target prepares to sterilize the germ worlds, extinguishing all life. This looks like a job for Superman, or all of them. He doesn't speak, he doesn't dare. Using the international language of signs, he explains why. As the missiles sing like a dimensional, atonal demon choir, only action remains. Farther ahead, Ultraman falls to the ground. A monitor urges him to let them carry on with their frail crisis. They must exhaust themselves in the final battle. Mandrake tells them to look. They also discarded the once proud Agama. Ultraman must drink from Mandrake's bitter cup, let it flow through his veins, and when all within him is dead, he will rise as his first night, as his vampire Superman. When Mandrake returns, Superman will be at his weakest. When all hope is lost, Mandrake will come with armies of millions, and they will speak again. The Man of Steel is back at the hospital. The monitors told him he couldn't bottle the elixir. They were wrong. Superman bottled it in himself. Lois wakes up and tells him she had the most horrible and amazing dream. She was in the darkness and saw her grave. When she read the inscription, she woke up. Lois says she must write a story. She just needs a pen and paper before she forgets. Superman steps away. He can't wait to hear that story. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TJ Prime, and see you in the next video.